The Fourth Legion's number grows stronger.
Greetings. Raytime will be back.
I am Heavy Weapons Guy, and this is my weapon. She weighs 150 kilograms and fires $200 custom-tooled cartridges at 10,000 rounds a minute. It costs $400,000 to fire this weapon for 12 seconds. Hello everyone, it's Warhammer Cosplay here in the workshop. How are we all doing? I thought I would do quite a fun Heavy Weapons Guy kind of intro there. Hello everyone, how are we all doing? Hope we're all having a wonderful time. We are here in the workshop, so hello everyone and welcome to the Iron Warrior Cosplay live stream with me, your host, Iron Warrior Cosplay. Hello everyone. Also, nice to see Composite Games is in the chat. Hope we're all doing very well. I have had a hell of a day today. It's been fucking wonderful. And I also have a bunch of stuff to sort out and stuff as well. As you can see, Thompson's 10-year roof seal is here. We got a lot to talk about. We got a lot of stuff to go on, so we shall crack on. So let me move everything over because who touched Sasha? I can't quite do it properly. I have to get into it to do the proper voice. But yeah, I just thought I'd fuck around and do that. I thought it'd be quite funny. So, but yeah, not the best Heavy Weapons Guy impression, but I thought it was all right. But yes, so hold on, one of my paintbrushes has fallen on the floor. There we go. One of my little paintbrushes had fallen on the floor there. That's where I'll be looking for that one day. So, as many of you know, it is indeed Warhammer Fest time. We are gonna, I'm gonna be at Warhammer Fest with a bunch of friends. We call ourselves the Funhammer Cosplay Group. There is a massive group of us. We're all gonna be there for the whole weekend. As you know, yours truly, I can't believe out of everyone going that me of all people, I've been asked to be a guest judge, as you all know, and I'm staggered still. So that's really fucking awesome. Like I said, I have got con crunching to do. So instead of what I was normally going to do on stream tonight, I thought I would do something better because I really need to con crunch. So as many of you've seen, I've got a heavy bolter, and I've got the belt feed for it and everything. It's been a hefty boy, and I have been to 2 conventions, I think. Sci-Fi Weekender, I forget the other one. I took the heavy bolter with me, my original heavy bolter, and took it to the con, and it was too long, it was cumbersome. I needed to modify the system that actually, made it attachable to the suit, made it attachable to the gun, which I've done over the past couple of days. I've done that. It has been pretty difficult, I'll tell you that much. We will change. Let's change to here because I want to show you guys, for those of you who haven't seen, this is the heavy bolter. So the heavy bolter is here. This is the belt feed. And this is the heavy bolter itself. As you can see, there's a small box at the top of it. And the small box at the top of it is where it attaches into the actual gun itself, and I'll be able to walk around with it. So that's currently what I've got in the works. I'm still working on a few other bits for the Iron Warrior, including modifying this and adding details and stuff to it. One detail I'm going to add tonight that I did just before stream is it's probably one of the biggest, minus the one that's on my Space Marine shoulder. That one I made by hand. Quite happy with how I made that, by the way. I had a paper template from my friend Dave Damon, and I made that for the shoulder. But in terms of laser cutting, this is the biggest Iron Warrior logo I've made to date. And this is going on the heavy bolter in a moment. I've got my pen and my contact mint and everything ready there. But for those of you who haven't seen as well, let me just get rid of this. I'm going to show you guys some more pictures of the heavy bolter, just to show you. Where is it? There, that picture will do. So I'm going to save another picture. Get that over here for you. Get over here! There it is. So this is the heavy bolter itself, and you can see the boxes that lead up to the bottom of it. Then there's a smaller box, and that smaller box is what attaches into the heavy bolter itself. I didn't have a system. My old one was way too heavy. It had wood in it. Like I said, back when I made my first original heavy bolter, I knew how to do the belt. My friend Andrew told me his way of doing the belt. I took the ideas that he gave me, and I was like, I'm going to change. I'm going to do it this way instead. So I changed the way I did my heavy bolter belt. I have reduced mine. I've reduced mine by 3 boxes in length. So 3 boxes in length. I've reduced them now in length, so hopefully it'll stay off the floor a bit more. Because with the 3 boxes that were there before, when I was walking along, the side of my Space Marine boot would clip it occasionally, and it would kick it out, and I wouldn't stumble, but it would put me out of my rhythm. So I've taken 3 boxes away. Now it's much higher on the shin. It might rub on the side of the shin, but battle damage, weathering, I don't care. It's fine. So this, oh god, I had the bolter on here the other day, and that was fucking hard enough, and now I've got this bugger. So it's catching and everything. So here you go. This is the heavy bolter. This is what I'm going to be roof sealing today. But before I do, I'm going to be putting this Iron Warrior logo on it here, because Iron Warriors, my guy. Iron Warriors. And what I've decided to do as well, when that goes on there, I want to just put some hazard stripes here. Not the whole thing, but just I want to put some hazard stripes here and have that on top of it. Originally, thinking, I'll just take a rule and I'll do that, and I'll paint them while on stream and everything. Can't do it. I've not got enough time, so this is going to be glued onto there, and I'm going to paint the whole bolter. If I want to do hazard stripes another time, I might do, but doing them after the fact is going to be more difficult than anything. There is my system. You can see the aluminium plate and the 2 threaded bolts. They come all the way through to the top here. They actually run the length of the gun. There's an aluminium plate here, there's an aluminium plate inside, and then there's an aluminium plate here. That gives it structural strength, because the amount of torque and twisting when I'm walking along, especially if I stop to pose and everything, it takes its toll on the belt. It takes its toll on this as well, okay? Have you done any green screen shots? I tell you why I haven't done any green screen shots. I have done green screen shots, but the reason I don't do them anymore is because they don't look right. The Iron Warrior is 7 feet 4, I think now, 7'3", 7'4", and if you get a backdrop big enough, okay, fine. But every time someone has added a backdrop onto the Iron Warrior that isn't actually a physical backdrop, like Richard Burge takes photos of me in front of stuff like this, my actual backdrop and stuff, because this is a physical backdrop. He will edit me, and it's so good. But every time people have put me onto a green screen, they either don't get the angle right, so the Space Marine will look like he's like leaning forward, like this way, and the background, and it needs a lot of editing, a lot of work to get it to actually look like I'm stood in whatever location they've put me. So it's why I prefer to do backdrops. So if I ever find a backdrop, or even like an actual location, that's what I love, and I will actually then get up in the Iron Warrior and get some photos done, and then my friend Richard Burge, the actual legend that he is, can edit those. So yeah, I don't really do green screen anymore. There is a really nice guy who does green screens at the UKCGF, but I don't do much green screen stuff with him anymore, because I don't know. It's not him in particular, it's just green screens in general. They never do justice. They just don't work for me. So first things first, we are going to go over to this camera, because this setup allows me to show you guys more, but not only that, it allows me to do this. It allows me to show you guys what I am working on. So, let me move the Thompson's 10-year roof sealer. If you've got the emote, throw it up in chat. Has the wheel already come off? No, it hasn't. Also, my dry brushing toothbrush came out. Right, so, yes. We are here. Let's change the tunes. That's much louder than I thought. Let's turn that down a little bit for me. There we go. Make sure you guys let me know if that's too loud or too quiet. Give me a shout. I don't want to be drowned out by it, but I also don't want to drown it out completely, because when I go quiet, it's nice to have something to replace me talking. So, let's have a gander. That looks pretty decent. That sounds fine. Awesome. There, I think that's where I'll put it. Not too far forward, not too far back. So that's good. I've got some detailing I need to add. I need to cover this in 5mm. There's some stacks here I need to cover in 5mm around this. There's also 5mm I need to cover here to cover those stacks and the front and the handles. Then I've got some dremeling to do, and then I've got some last little bits to do as well. So, did it come up? Oh, what? No way. Okay, so it worked-ish. So it comes up in chat now saying Corax has subscribed with Prime. They've subscribed for 2 months, currently on a 2-month streak, but it hasn't come up on stream. So, good start. That's a good start. Thank you so much for that, Corax. Seriously, you've unknowingly helped quite a bit because I'm working on changing the setting. So let's do a really quick. Let's do a test subscription.
The 4th Legion's
Okay,
number
so the
grows
test subscription
stronger.
does work.
This is a test.
So yes, thank you for telling me it's a test. Let me reset that. There we go. So let's go to OBS. Let's have a gander. So if I go to the subscriptions part of the thing. So I've got subscriptions alerts are enabled. Show Prime subs enabled. So that's why it's in chat now, because I had that edited. Then I've got my variations, and I've got when a subscription tier is Prime, I've done that. Can I
This is a
test it?
test.
Oh, look at that. Okay. Looks like I have to. Looks like I've got some more stuff to work on. Because as of just earlier, I didn't know that actually was a thing. Turns out I have to go through the whole thing again. So what I have to do is I have to actually set it up. So that's interesting. Well, at least I know it now comes up in chat, so I can see that for this stream. When I finish tonight, now I'll go back to Streamlabs, and I will I'll go into the Prime sub thing, and I will set it up, and I'll test it because I can test it on this now. So if I can test it on this, then that's great. But it didn't come up just now when you subscribed because it hasn't been set up properly. So thank you for that, Corax, because that's going to help me out a lot. Yeah, there you go. There's no audio. There's no image. Okay, cool. I will be doing that after stream. Thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciate it. You are an absolute legend. I really appreciate anyone who has subscribed with Prime. If I haven't seen, sorry, I really am sorry. Turns out with OBS, it doesn't just come up. With Streamlabs OBS, when people would subscribe with Prime, it would just come up as a subscription. It would just come up as a normal sub. It wouldn't tell me it's Prime, so I never really tested that properly. So after I do this, I do have another thing to announce. So if you bear with me. Like I said, con crunching is a thing, and I am doing it. Although, a friend of mine, Alex, Alfield Windrunner, she is currently building an entire, cosplay. Corax, everything is very good. As you can see, I'm working on the heavy bolted, the heavy boy. Let me see if I can... If I just do that... There you go. You can see the whole gun now. There you go. Look at it. Heavy. Well, I say that. Chat is there as well. There you go. Boom. Thick. This is a heavy bolt. This is the thick boy. So this is the thick boy, and he is a chunky bastard. I tell you, I thought the bolter was fucking bad enough when I had him on the desk, but now this is just next level. So. Move you guys back a little bit so I can. There we go. So, let's smooth some contact cement onto the back of the Iron Warrior logo, and we can crack on. Like I said, after I do this, I have a little thing to mention. Going to be working on my lightning claws watching a stream. Dude, I love that you work on stuff while watching my streams. I really do. I think it's so fucking cool. It's like, you know, these lightning claws built while I was watching Iron Warrior Cosplay stream. While he was doing stuff with his heavy bolter. I absolutely fucking love it. My moderator tonight is the wonderful Pastel Queer. Pastel Queer is soloing tonight, I think, because Nate the Chill Valhalla can't make it, sadly, once again. Zug, I don't know. And Ranger of Krieg is busy getting stuff sorted before we go to Warhammer Fest. So, it's all go. It's all fucking go. The Cheesecake, the Cheese Harold, hello. I was just Cheesecake. I keep calling you Cheesecake. I did it last stream as well. I was editing the VOD. Heavy bolter? Yes, this is a heavy bolter. I was just showing pictures now of the heavy bolter. I actually don't have the other picture still, so I'll for you, Cheesecake Harold, I will go grab a photo for you so that you can see. Just for you, Cheesecake Harold. This is just for you. Here you go. Just slap it on screen there. That's the heavy bolter with the belt. It is going to be. It's going to be a hefty boy. It's nothing new. It is something I've had for a while. I just haven't used it because it's just transporting it to a con. One is like I have to leave a lot of stuff behind, so I can't actually bring it to every con I go to. But this is Warhammer Fest, and I thought I'd be an absolute mad bastard and not only build a bolter, like a brand new weapon for my Iron Warrior before Warhammer Fest, but also finish like adding stuff to the heavy bolter and then painting it up ready for Warhammer Fest and making the mounting system for the belt literally days before the event. Now, some people might be saying, "Oh, it's fine. You know, the event isn't until Saturday." I leave here Thursday to go to Ranger of Krieg's place with the hire van. I have to get the hire van on Thursday, come back, load everything, pack all my clothes, pack everything. It's like going on holiday. I then have to drive to Ranger of Krieg's Thursday night. I then stay at his, and then very early Friday morning we're heading up to Manchester. Bollocks. Fuck that bit up. If contact cement is still wet, you can actually rub it off quite well, so... There we go. At least I got that bit off. Yeah, what was I going to say? Yes, so driving all the way up to Manchester so that we can... So we can set up, because we've got setup day on the Friday. I don't know what we're doing then. I don't know if we're going out like for a few drinks, or if we're going out for a meal with the gang. I know we are going Saturday night. So I know that's happening. There we go. Yes, so that'll be Friday, then Saturday, Sunday, Monday, we're at Warhammer Fest. I will have a table there with everyone else from the Funhammer cosplay group. We're all there as Funhammer cosplayers together, but we're all representing each other in terms of, you know, I'll still be Iron Warrior cosplay, Ranger of Krieg will still be Ranger of Krieg, you know, Limestone Forge will still be Limestone Forge, and so on and so on. XP22 cosplay will still be XP22 cosplay. So, but well, all together we are the Funhammer cosplay group. So that's freaking awesome. Yeah, the armor is a Raven Guard with the Beaky Helm. I love the Beaky Helm. Sweet jump pack and normal for now. I have the template for a jump pack. I tell you what, I'll never do a jump pack. Iron Warriors didn't really. I'm not gonna have a jump pack on an Iron Warrior. I so badly want to make a Warhammer cosplay, but I have no idea where to start. Neither did I. My Iron Warrior was my first ever
foray into foam. A lot of people get shocked by that, but I'd never touched foam in my entire life, and then decided to build a Space Marine. So you could, just jump into it, buy some foam, get some templates, and just go for it. Oh, speaking of templates, really cool as well. I've actually had a few messages. I'm gonna be finalizing the Death Corps of Krieg shoulder pad templates and doing a video. I'll be filming a video. I'm hopefully gonna get another SSD or an NVMe or something, maybe even just a big hard drive or something, for the PC, because I wouldn't mind using the PC and my SLR and being able to use my Stream Deck to switch stuff while doing videos for prop building and stuff, instead of having to use my camera on my phone and use my fucking stand and mount it to a post and stuff. And instead of doing that, I could move the camera around wherever I want it and have an SLR and go really tall and all that kind of cool shit. So I might do that. We'll see how it goes. I really wish I could. Couldn't get tickets. Oh, you couldn't get tickets? Dude, fuck. You're on the wait list, but nothing came through. Dude, I'm so fucking sorry. I was really hoping you'd be there as well. The shovel always protects. Shovel always protects. My Space Marine was also my first foam. Yeah, it's literally the best. Like, another shelf. Not another shelf, but jump pack equals cringe, tank equals based. This is a heavy bolter. Real Tided Designs, just to show you. This is a heavy bolter. It's a heavy boy. Just waiting for the contact cement to get tacky. That's why I've been rambling a little bit. So I'm gonna have to do this without actually, like, sorry guys, I just have to make sure I line it up properly. It's always important. There we go. Fuck yeah. Check it out. Iron within, iron without. How fucking cool is that? That looks sick as fuck. There is a gap in here. It's really cool. But seriously, I love that. As you can see, there's the mounting system. Like I said, there's the mounting system for the heavy bolter. I'm really happy with that. But seriously, that's so fucking cool. There you go. So now comes the not so fun part of stream. But before I do that, I have some stuff I need to talk about. But let's just let's get some newspaper first. So if you guys bear with me just 1 second. All right, let's get some. God damn it! If I drop more shit tonight, fuck me. Keep dropping stuff all the time. Let's move you guys to there. Let's move you guys to there. Gotta move a lot of stuff out of the way now because the sheets of newspaper come out now to protect the desk from Thompson's Tenny Russo. More than anything, to protect the what you call it, the table. Actually, I'll put these bits there. There we go. Put those there. And these here. Seriously, the wheels keep coming off the chair all the time. I will fix it at some point, but as of right now, nah, fuck it. I got way more important shit to do. So there you go. Got newspapers and stuff there now. So that's all good. One day, this mic stand that comes to here, this is so in the way all the time. I've tried mounting it to the very back of the table, and when I pull it forward, it's great and everything, but when I move it back, it just hits right against the wall, and there's no way to get it just out of the way, whereas with this, I can literally just move it completely out of the way, but this is such a pain in the ass. I will sort it at some point. I have a mounting point on my shelf back there, and I might do it there. I'll have to test it out one stream, or test it out after some stream, see what happens. But right now, we're here. So, let's change to the Wii music, because I do like the Wii music. That heavy going to be ready for Swansea. The heavy bolter is going to be ready for this weekend at Warhammer Fest. So yeah, it'll be ready for Swansea. But I'm not coming as the Iron Warrior or the Krieg to Swansea. Real Tided Designs. I will not be in my Iron Warrior cosplay or my Krieg cosplay for Swansea. I'll have to show you why. But if you just wait, you'll see. It's gonna be awesome. Right, before we crack on with getting Thompson's 10-year roof seal over this bad boy. Oh, the almighty Thompson's 10-year roof seal in black. I like the grey one, but the black one's better. That one there. Also, I have realised that with the chat folder here, I do need to modify the chat a little bit. Do that. There we go. That should be all right. I modified one of the text channels, or one of the text chats the other day. There we go. Because one of them was playing up, so I've modified them a little bit, so now they work a lot better. They're quicker. By the time you guys have typed there, it's also come up here really quickly, so I struggled with that a little bit. I might even just make it completely bigger. There we go. Nice. Nice. There we go. Zug! Hey, never mind. I have two moderators tonight now. Zug is here. Zug with the sneaky hydrate. Oh, it's got hydrated. Zug with the sneaky hydrate. Zug with the sneaky. Thank you, dude. Splendid. Right. Okay. If you guys haven't already, let's go to here. If you guys haven't already, I announced on my last stream. Where is it? There it is. I announced on my last stream that I have a new affiliate, and as many of you were awesome enough to do, you actually jumped on, and you immediately jumped on and started buying things from my new affiliate, which really means a lot. Seriously, you guys are fucking awesome for doing that. That would be Composite Games, and not only that, but Composite Games are currently running a prize draw over on their website. This is a crowdfunder website, and they are currently not far away from their £1,000 target. They are 3 days. They have 3 days left. If you guys haven't already, please check it out. Composite Games are my new affiliates. They help me out with you know, some nice little bit of income. When obviously when I hit my target, there's targets to hit and stuff like that before you get money. But seriously, with that being said, oh Zug, I was literally about to. You're a legend. With that being said, if you guys do play Warhammer 40k, they do more than just 40k, but 40k is what I do a lot of here. But if you guys use my code IRON on their website, which is linked below for the Composite Games referral Iron Warrior cosplay, you guys can help a streamer out, and not only that, you're helping the people that help me, and you get way like many bucks off Games Workshop products. So instead of getting like Rogadorn's tank for what is it, 60 or is it 80, you get it for much cheaper. Use code I and you get another 5% off. So Korax can confirm because he bought a Rogadorn tank, and I think Pinkthorn bought a tank as well. I wanted to buy the Vashtor box, but it seems they didn't ship to Sweden. Actually, Composite Games is in chat. Composite Games, can you guys ship to Sweden? If you guys ship to Sweden, you can use code IRON. That'd be cool. So if you guys haven't already, please check out the Composite prize draw here. You can buy a ticket for £3, £5, £10, £20, and £50. It gains you this many entries as you go. So 50 is 45 entries, 15 entries, 7 entries, 3 entries, and 1 entry. If you guys do want to go and support the people who support me, the link is in the chat there at the very top. It says Crowdfunder Composite Games Prize Draw. If you guys want to go there and help them out, that would be freaking awesome. Wrong screen. This one. There we go. So thank you so much to Composite Games. You guys have been nothing but amazing to me. Seriously. Thank you again. If you guys haven't, please go and check them out. They are absolutely awesome. Yes, we can. It's just the prices currently show in pounds. There you go, Cheesecake Harold. Go to the website, check it out, convert the price. If you use Google, you can convert the price. You will get 5% off if you use code IRON. But they can invoice you in euros if that helps. Look at this. Composite Games are absolutely awesome. So the Cheesecake Harold, please do go to the website, check it out, use my link, Composite Games, in the chat there, use code IRON for 5% off. You get that Vashtor box. Seriously. Go get that Vashtor box. Let me know when you have. Send me an image of your completed basket afterwards on Discord. Pinkthorn and Korax have done as well, and it's absolutely awesome. Well, don't worry. Composite Games are here. The actual people who run and own the website, they are here. They said they can absolutely ship to you. So if they say you can, then absolutely, then they can ship to you. That would be really awesome. Thank you so much, Composite Games, for being here. I really appreciate when you guys are in my chat. It is time to move on to the roof ceiling portion of this stream, which I'm gonna say right now, ladies and gentlemen, it is the entire stream. Now, I know watching me roof seal something isn't, you know, crazy. Zug? What happened, guys? Cheesecake Harold, I am very, very sorry about that. That was a mistake. It's okay. Sorry, Cheesecake Harold. Don't panic. You're okay. You are A-okay. Turns out it was a my bad from Zug. Don't worry at all. You are not banned, my friend. You've done nothing wrong. You've been awesome the whole time. Don't panic. Don't panic, Mr. Mandarin. So don't panic. It was just a mistake. Easily done. Believe you me. Easily done. Easily done. I was typing and clicked into the box. Holy shit, there's a keyboard command for that. Yes, there is. But yes, sorry about that. But Composite Games is here, Cheesecake Harold. If you go to their website right now and check it out now, if you want to buy one now, you absolutely can. If you have any issues, message in this chat. Composite Games will be able to help you. Message them here. If you'd like, you can message them as well. If you click on the name and click Whisper, you can directly message each other if you don't want to put anything private in the chat, obviously. But if you want, you are welcome to absolutely go and grab that. So it's entirely up to you. Now, use a converter. Sweden has its own currency and doesn't use euros. Yeah, Sweden have Swedish kronor, don't they? Kroner? Sorry if I'm butchering your language. I'm so sorry. Swedish krona, isn't it? Krona. Something like that. Sorry if I said it wrong. But yes, they don't use euros. They use krona or kronor. I don't know how to say it. I'm really sorry. But yes, Composite Games. If you are willing to help one of my amazing followers out, I would really greatly appreciate it. Let's go back. Sorry, unloading the rest of my. Oopsie. Dude, Zug, it's okay. Zug, don't worry. You've done nothing wrong. It's okay. You immediately undid it, so it's fine. Ah, there you go. See? I try my best. I really do try. It helps, you know, because I've had to ship so much stuff to different countries. It's kind of nice. I'm very impressed. Do you know what? It makes me very happy that you're impressed. I really like that. I really like that you're impressed. He's impressed. He's so impressed. I like it. Thank you. Teach me some Irish. Feck! Arse! I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh, man. Girls! Oh, God, I love it. It's Good banter. So, like I said, you let me know if you are going to go and grab your Vashtar from Composite Games using code IRON. It'll work out hopefully cheaper for you. At least I really do hope it works out cheaper. I'll get Charlotte to sort it for you tomorrow. Is that to the Cheesecake Herald? I keep saying cheesecake. I'm so sorry. Is that to the Cheese Herald? I don't know why I keep saying cheesecake. I think it's because I don't really do cheese. I don't do cheesecake either, but I just don't know why. It's just stuck in my head and I keep saying that. There you go. Yeah, like crowns. Yeah. Kronur. They can sort you out. So if you do want that, please let Composite Games know. Composite Games will be able to sort you out, my brother. Is that an Asda reference? I love Asda movie. So what I'm doing right now is you paint it on and then you texture by using... By the way, this brush is battered to death. And it's my favorite brush to roof seal with because I get nice texture with it. If I don't want texture, I use my other brush. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw the ban message come up, I shit myself. I was like, oh no. I was like, oh god, no, what's happened? I didn't see anything that happened. I thought something had happened in chat and Zug was just like, nope, ban. I was just like, oh my god. I was like, but if it's like a real person, obviously, I have like a veto in it, but I wanted to know what had happened. Turns out it was just a mistake. This was quite funny. So, oh yeah, sorry, I need this as well. So for the bits I want to texture differently, I use this roller. Oh yeah, you're a Charadine. I can dream, Harold. I love Astaf movie. Astaf movie's great. I've met Tom Scar. Tom Scar's such a nice guy too. Fucking hell, he's so nice. Now, I don't want this texture everywhere, but in some places is nice. And what I love about Roof Sealer is it goes on so thick, it can cover up so much. If you have any crimes or anything you want to cover up, you can cover this up. And when I say crimes, not like actual crimes. Crimes as in little mess-ups, little gaps, little fuck-ups that you may have done while building a prop. Roof Sealer will happily cover them up for you so people don't know. And Roof Sealer's like, shh, it's okay, it's our little secret. And I'm like, thank you, Roof Sealer. Roof Sealer's like, it's okay, I got you, fam. Now, here's a weird one. Painting inside the cavity of this bolter is going to be very strange. But there you go, Cheesecake. I keep calling you Cheesecake, fuck. There you go, the Cheese Herald. If you want DM Composite Games, they will sort you out, my brother. They will be able to sort you out your model and ship it to you. You'll get 5% off using code IRON. And believe you me, they know you want to use code IRON. Code IRON is like the best code. Doesn't matter how many affiliates they get, the code IRON will be the best. It's like the best code. Such a hefty code as well, code IRON. And now I get to texture this a bit more. Munchie! How you doing, Munchie? He's gone for a look. He's gone for a look. Munchie, welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry I've not been paying much attention. I am currently roof sealing my bolter. But welcome, my heavy bolter, sorry. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for the look. Really appreciate the look. Holding the heavy bolter up constantly is a bit of a pain in the ass, because as much as it doesn't really weigh anything, it's quite a lightweight prop because it's all made of foam. It's still like, you have to hold it up and you just have to move your arm back and forward a bit. It's just going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. Or a pain in the arm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to texture around the Iron Warrior logo. If I get a little bit on the logo, that's fine. But what I'm going to do then is I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to paint the Iron Warrior logo, but I'm going to try and use the sponge on the roller to get it done. Look at that! It's cheese cock. I'll be right back. That's awesome. I really hope he contacts you, Composite Games. Really hope he gets his model, especially for the price that you guys sell it at. It's a really awesome thing you guys do. Really hope that your prize draw goes well. Really hope your prize draw goes well. Only 3 days away, though. That's good. Now, like I said, with the actual Iron Warrior logo, I'm just running a really light brush of roof seal over it, because it will take paint very well, even if it has just a thin layer of roof seal on it, but I don't want to texture the Iron Warrior logo. The Iron Warrior logo must stay flat and pure, and I like that. But I always make sure I pull it in one direction after I finish. There we go. And now I can just flatten it all out with the roller. Get it nice and flat. Look at that. That is awesome. A little bit more to do. Thanks for the support, guys. We'll see you Sunday. See you Sunday. I need to spend time with the wife before she shows me Howling Banshee cosplay. I love that. Have a wonderful time, Composite Games. Thank you so much for being here. You guys have been absolutely awesome. Thank you so much for the support and the affiliate. You guys are absolutely incredible. Please check out Composite Games !games in chat if you guys haven't already. Please go check them out for some amazing deals on some amazing Warhammer models. And remember, use code IRON for an extra 5% off at checkout. I always worried, I don't know why, but I always worried about doing affiliate stuff back when. I was worried people would think I was selling out or something, but instead everyone's just like, fuck yeah, affiliates, that's awesome, we get deals, we get cheap stuff, you know, it's really cool. It's super fucking awesome to see. You guys have been nothing but supportive, and I love you guys for it. Especially the fact that on the day I announced the fucking affiliate, Korax and Pinkthorn went and bought shit from them straight away, and I was like, what the fuck? It's absolutely awesome. They're so fucking cool. Can't wait to meet them on Sunday. That's gonna be so cool. I hope I'm in my Iron Warrior when I meet them. I'm gonna get in my Iron Warrior. Hopefully they'll be in my I'll be in my Iron Warrior when I meet them. I want a photo with them and be like, this is Composite Games, they're so fucking awesome. We shall see. I'm gonna go this way. Yeah. Gonna go this way. Make sure the microphone. Oh yeah, I realise it's over the thing then, isn't it? There we go. That should be fine. But Zug, how are you? How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'd already said that I only had Pastel Queer as my mod tonight, but when you showed up, I was like, no way! So hyped. Wish you guys were going to GriffCon X this July. I tell you what, if I had an invite to that, I absolutely would, but I cannot afford to go on my own steam. You dug up a skeleton today. Please elaborate. I would like to know what the fuck. Now, here's a quick little thing for you guys. Here's a quick little thing for you. When I paint these props, I never paint the handle. The actual handle is the last thing I paint. I do this after the entire bolter, the heavy bolter is dry. I did the same with my bolter. I've done the same with almost every gun since, because I used to paint everything and be like, that's it. and I would grab the handle, take it over, be like, that's okay, I got gloves. I would tap it a little bit with my thing, but you'd still see fingerprint marks. And when you grab roof sealer, it will like lump up over your fingers, so you'll get those horrible lines. You can't get rid of them without just peeling them off. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass. So what I'm doing instead is not painting the handle, because why would you? Also, I need to fully undo this. This is. Because I modified this myself, and now it won't actually turn. Well, it does turn, but it doesn't. Sorry about this, guys. I've seen this happen to a few people, but still, there we go. Right, let's carry on. Now, as for the very bottom of the heavy bolter, I don't need to worry too much about like texture or whatever. As long as I get good coverage on it, I'm okay. Because people are mostly going to see the sides and the front. So even the other side has like no details on it in terms of like foam details and stuff. So that's good because there's no need for them really. So I can just paint the underside of this willy-nilly as long as it gets covered in roof sealer on the underside. I'm happy because roof sealer does a really good job of obviously sealing the foam. Mod Hell! How's Heavy Bolter I spy? Ambitious, you're telling me. But I have some amazing news. I actually, believe it or not, didn't know that I had holiday days left to use up my work. I say left. We're still in the year. But I didn't know I had holiday days left that I hadn't spent. I thought I'd spent them all. Turns out I hadn't. I had 3 left. So I've used one of them for tomorrow, and I know it was last minute, but luckily someone wanted the shift, so they've taken my shift, which makes me very happy. And with that being said, I can now fully finish the heavy bolter for Warhammer Fest. Here we go. So I was tasked with digging out an area blocked off by a wall sometime back in the 40s, and they blocked off what was used by a small courtyard. So the wall came down, and I was tasked with cleanup. I ripped a tree out of the ground and then started taking the dirt out, and there was a vertebrae, and then some other bones. Was it human, as Real-Time Designs asked? Was it human? Did DePopo have to be? Did Mulder and Scully from the FBI have to be called? I need to know, Zug. Zug is probably typing the next part of the story. There it is. So we paused, called it in, and it was given the green light to keep digging carefully to present all the bones I found. I did not find enough for myself to identify, but we handed them over, and the digging has been paused for the forensic people to look at. Holy crap, that's fucking awesome. That's so fucking cool. You'll look amazing at Warhammer Fest. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that, Mod Hell. I really appreciate that. Just texturing at the moment. Dun dun dun. I love that. Dun dun dun. Texture, especially on the underside. As for the inside of this portion here, it gets nothing. There's no point putting roof sealer in there. It's just going to stay completely bare. The box that I've got at the very end of the heavy bolter belt, the actual belt itself, that, believe it or not, is actually going to... hold on, let me turn my microphone's a bit low. There we go. So that's actually going to get... there's a line all the way around it, and from that line down I'm going to be painting, but from that line up I'll probably leave bare foam as well, so that it doesn't have any... because if you put roof sealer on it and you get roof seal and roof seal together, it does make quite a strong, not a bond, but like, because it's rubber against rubber, so it has like a, really difficult to, so the connection, yes it does. The actual heavy bolter belt will connect to the Iron Warrior behind the pack. Now, before anybody says anything, Yes, I know I've got the wrong pack for the Iron Warrior. I know it's not the actual heavy bolter pack for the Space Marine. I get it. But no, I won't be making one because fuck it.
The 4th Legion's number grows stronger.
Krieg at attention. Officer on deck.
Would you look at that? Also, Munchie, the armbite is healing well. I'm home off now. So have a good one, Munchie. Come back soon. Also, I'm really happy that your arm is feeling much, much better. Seriously, I've been a bit worried about you. Diabolical Props has just entered the building and resubbed for 26 months, my guy. That's mental. Dude, thank you so much. Diabolical Props, it has been a while. The last time we spoke, you were trying to get me to America. For those of you who don't know, Diabolical Props has been trying to get me to come over to America land. Not just randomly. He wants me to come over for a Comic-Con. And I wonder how it's been going. I haven't actually spoken to Diabolical Props properly for a while now, actually. I've been so fucking busy. That's the problem with life when you get too busy. But how are you? How have you been? Thank you so much for the resub. How's your lady friend? I always like hearing how his lady friend is doing. I hope everyone's having a good time so far. Again, I do apologize. I know I'm only roof sealing, but so far this is what the stream is going to be. It shouldn't take too long. As you can see, I've done most of one side, but I will continue. Oh, come here, you off, you bloody thing. Come on. I knew that would happen. There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. I could do with a lower dosage of busy amount of. Yeah, same here, actually. That would be really genuinely good. We have a Mr. Titan in the house. Titan in the house. I like that. I like that he announces himself as that. It's like Titan in the house. You couldn't really fit a Titan in the house, but you know what I mean. Too big. You could fit a house around a Titan, maybe. Let me just get my drink for you. I'm just going to sort this out first. Just going to get the rest of this done. Not the rest of it, but the rest of the bit that I'm doing currently. Well, I tell you, this is going to be a heavy bolter and a half, I tell you. Right, let's leave that there for a second. I'll read what Diabolical Props has put as well after I just try and find a place for my frickin' brush. There we go. Right. Okay. So, let's change back to here. Let's have a look. Diabolical Props, Iron Warrior Cosplay. Yes, I have emailed multiple con coordinators and even leveraged my contacts at SKS Props, and no one has responded back. From what I can tell, the con having only ended in the last month, it's likely too soon to get them thinking about planning for the next meetup. Planning for con meetups. I hope that doesn't come as a too hard a blow, as I'm still very much trying to get them to contact me. Dude, take your time. You don't even have to. This was just something really fun that happened during a stream. You guys were really excited about it. Honestly, don't fret. It is okay. I just love that I love that you're even trying. I'll print you one. How you doing? I'll print you one. How you guys doing? You okay? Hope you're having a good time. Hope you're having a good time. But seriously, Diabolical Props, don't you fret. Don't you fret. It is wonderful that you're trying, and I genuinely appreciate it. You have no idea. God, can you imagine if I went over to the US? God. First port of call, meet Diabolical Props. Right. Let's have a gander at this. So what I'm doing is I'm not going to paint the inside of the barrel hole because I'm going to use it. I'm going to put my hand there. That way I can still see chat. So there you go. Got my hand inside the barrel. That way I can carry on. The inside of the barrel is going to get sprayed black anyway. Can't find anywhere that laser cut logo has gone. You have? Oh no way! The Chaos Star. You've lost it. No way. That's heartbreaking. Are you judging the cosplay competition at Swansea? I don't know if I'm judging the cosplay competition. I know my friend Natalie is. But I'll be at the Comic-Con. I'll be at Swansea. But I don't know. I don't think I'm judging the cosplay competition. They haven't. I'm not there as a guest. You see, I'm just going. But I'm doing something really awesome with Professor Elemental. You'll see on the day. I'm looking forward to going. Pastel Clear, I'll be there just to shout. Nice! I'm looking forward to seeing you guys at Swansea. And it won't be just a flying visit this time to grab a motherboard. It will be an actual Comic-Con where I can stop and chat. So I'll get 7 done for you for the weekend. Dude, you don't have to get several done. You can just get the 1 done if you like. I don't mind. As long as it's like nice and strong and I can attach it to, to the, come on, you bloody thing. There we go. And I can attach it to the little chain I've got on the bolter. If you are doing several, I'll probably replace the one on the bolt pistol as well, actually. Just hope they're strong enough, because I tell you what, the bolter and the bolt pistol, they take a fucking battering. So I hope they're strong enough, because they'll take a bit of a battering. Let me get rid of that, because I can't see my moderators. There we go. Professor Elemental Fighting Tries. Yes, indeed, Professor Elemental. He's an absolute legend. Paul and I go way back. Now, do I leave the... So, do you guys see this metal plate here? I'm not quite done with it yet, but I need to get the roof ceiling done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to avoid painting this top bit here. I'm also going to avoid painting the handle for now. The reason being is I've got some foam details to do on it. I've got some foam details to do on the top piece as well. So I'm going to... The pastel queer, you know Professor Elemental? Yes, I do. Right, okay, I think it's time. Hold on. I'm going to pop this down. Just going to pop that down super quick because I've got something that Pastel Queer's mind is going to be fucking blown. The Pastel Queer is going to have their mind absolutely fucking blown. So... what I'm going to do, just give me 2 seconds, just go to my screen share, change it to here, change it to there, go OK, and then not Discord audio, I want Facebook Chrome audio, at least I hope that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. So I'm now about to blow the mind of one of my moderators and show you Professor Very Mental. Let me just go to my actual page. Hold on. So this is Professor Very Mental, aka me. Professor Very Mental. I'm not taking the piss. This is real. Professor Very Mental, Professor Elemental and I met some time ago, a long time ago, and for a con in Cardiff years ago, I decided for shits and giggles to kit up as the professor in a khaki suit and a piss helmet and goggles and a little pipe, and I went on and I did fighting trousers, right? Now, I did fighting trousers in Cardiff. This was many years ago. I did fighting trousers in Cardiff, and it got posted online. It got posted everywhere. I posted it. It got shared a bunch of times in steampunk communities and stuff, which is really awesome. This was ages ago now. And what happened was I got contacted by Professor Elemental, and we had a chat and stuff like that. And there he is. He's going to be at Swansea. And, oh, I'm sorry. I do apologize. Can I get rid of... There we go. That's better. As you can see here, there I am. This was my debut in Cardiff. I was much thinner back then. But yes, I have been on stage with the Professor. The Professor and I know each other very well, actually. There you go. There's us at Having a Maud Holiday Park at Sci-Fi Weekender. We did fighting trousers together on stage. We usually do fighting trousers together when we do see each other. Let me just scroll down and show you some more. What I do is I do share a lot of his stuff because I love Paul. Paul and I go way back. I love Professor Elemental. Do you know what I'll do, actually? It'll be better if I go to photos. Here you go. Oh, some of my favorite photos. This is one of my favorite photos. There's me on stage, Sci-Fi Weekender with Professor Elemental. There's me with Jeffrey. There's me on stage with Paul. Just so much fun, you know? It's just, seriously, there you go. Just doing... Absolutely mind officially blown. Just funny, no many people knew this. No many people remembered that I did these gigs. I did gigs everywhere. Now here's a really cool one for you if I can find it. This is Mr. B the Gentleman Rhymer, Professor Elemental, and Professor Very Mental. I did a performance with the men themselves, the boys. I did a gig with them. This is me, my first time in London. It's my first time in London, going to London Comic Con. Here's me doing. This is the steampunk. I keep forgetting how to say it. South Wales Steampunk Extraordinarium. There you go. That was me doing My Lovely Horse, and I got two willing volunteers up on stage to wear the horse heads that I provide for My Lovely Horse. What I will do for you, here's me at some other gigs. There's me taking a break at my wonderful friend Marcus Belden Smith and his mum's tent. That was me taking a break. For those of you who don't know, I don't smoke. I just have it. And here you go. This is me at another event doing a bunch of cool stuff with Jeffrey. I love Jeffrey. So here's like the stage performances and stuff, and down here you'll see Professor Very Mental. So yeah, I've done a bunch of gigs. I've done a lot of gigs. As you can see here, there's me and Paul. Now I have an interesting story about this, okay? Here's the stage we performed on to quite a decent crowd, in fact. It was really awesome. I'll catch up with chat in a sec. I just want to finish my story. Paul's helmet, his pith helmet, was tattered and broken, and it was just he needed a new one. Well, I had not long bought my pith helmet. My pith helmet was brand spanking new. So what I did on stage with Professor Elemental was I swapped my pith helmet right at the end of the gig, and I gave it to him. This pith helmet here, this tattered old pith helmet, is Professor Elemental's pith helmet, and I still own it and still wear it to this day. This is me doing callbacks. This is me and my friend Marcus. This is us. See? I tell you what, I enjoyed doing these gigs. There I am. Alias photography, taking some nice photos of me for promo stuff. It was great fun. Absolutely amazing. I loved performing for people. It was a lot of fun. So, you know. Now, before we continue, I did several birthday parties and stuff too, which was very interesting and very weird. Very weird, but then I love being weird. Oh, here you go. Here's the little bit I wanted to actually find. Here you go. Here it is. Professor Very Mental is one of the many personas of the wonderful Dovrig. You'll likely meet some others wandering around the festival to entertain you. That was my Iron Warrior at the time. A highly acclaimed tribute to Professor Elemental, fusing chap hop and steampunk styling, larger-than-life characters. Very Mental's show is not to be missed. Professor Very Mental is nothing short of brilliant, with a splendid grasp of my songs, a warm stage presence, and a well-groomed beard. He is the very essence of steampunk and a lovely chap to boot. I wholeheartedly endorse his act. Now, I just have to hope he doesn't put me out of the job, Professor Elemental. That was one of like the best things ever. This was me packing to go to a gig. Now, the sad news part of it. There has to be some sad news, unfortunately. I do apologize. There has to be some sad news, unfortunately. While I was at an event, I think it wasn't Sci-Fi Weekend, it was another event, okay? I keep forgetting which one, but I was at an event with my Professor Very Mental kit and everything. I think it was a Sci-Fi Weekender. I stayed in a nice room with some friends, and unfortunately, at the end of the gig, my Professor Very Mental suit, along with my trusted pipe and my Cogs medal, was stolen. Unfortunately, they were stolen from our room, and I never got them back. I never saw them again. Luckily for me, I was wearing the pith helmet and the goggles, so the pith helmet and the goggles were on me, literally on me, all the time. Thieving shites, yeah, don't get me wrong. This was years ago, right? This was like 2016 or something like that. I don't know, but it still hurts today. It still does hurt today. So for Swansea, I might as well tell you guys now, Swansea, Professor Very Mental returns with Professor Elemental live on stage at Swansea Comic Con. Only you guys here are finding this out. I'm going to post it much closer to the event, but for you guys here, you'll know. Well, you know now. So yes, I will be performing once again with Professor Elemental live on stage at Swansea. I will be wearing my Super Mario suit, my nice bright Super Mario suit with his pith helmet. And that's what I'll be doing. I will one day doff the suit again if I can be bothered, or if I can find the right suit again. You know, the coat I found at a charity shop and it fit me perfectly, and then I replaced all the buttons. But unfortunately, that's the way it is. So let's have a look at chat. So no fucking way from Rambo. How do you say that? Triptych Overload? Triptych Overload. Mr. B, so jealous. Haha, chap hop guy. Cheese time in Discord. This is my horse. My horse is amazing. Yep. Ooh, the how do you say that? Pretros. I don't know how to say that. The most gentlemanly beef. Professor Elemental and the Gentleman Rhymer. Yeah, I love them. They're amazing. We need some impromptu fighting trousers. Now, sort of kind of want to see Professor Elemental fighting trousers with the Iron Warrior. That'd be really funny. I'll do that one day. If there's any way I can get a reasonably priced pith helmet, eBay do really cheap pith helmets. They're super cheap, super crappy. When I say cheap crappy, I'm not even kidding. They're super cheap crappy. Mine was from there. Paul gets most of his like standard ones from just eBay. They're really cheap and crap. Take there's a band inside, just tear it out, and then it goes on much easier. Trust me. Theming shites, yeah, they fucking suck. Munchie, thank you, Aracles, but it's not a problem, Munchie. I really hope you guys. I really guys hope you appreciate it. Yeah, go to eBay. They're super cheap. They are, like, dirt cheap. So, what I'm going to do here is show you this. Now, can you guys hear that? Let me turn it down a little bit. Full screen. There you go. The quality, by the way, is potato quality. I do apologize. Can you guys hear, by the way? The video quality is terrible. The video quality will always be terrible. The video quality is terrible because it was filmed with a potato at Sci-Fi Weekender and uploaded to Facebook back when Facebook was worse than it is now. And as you can see, it is dog shit quality. You can turn up to whatever quality you want. It is dog shit quality, and I'm gutted, but it's the way it is. Yep, full quality.
Regarding your reason for waiting for the rap business of a senior portrait, I don't normally approve of walking. He's fine, that's what they all say.
But yeah, that was me and Paul doing Fighting Trousers, and here we are right at the end, just to show you right at the very end. Just to show you right at the very end.
Sincerely and so forth. Professor Elemental. Thank you. Thank you.
That was Sci-Fi Weekender. So that was amazing. Uniform science. I do not.
Give it up for Professor Elemental.
I do not. I don't know. But here's another one for you.
It's exciting, isn't it?
Here's another one for you.
The old Elemental players.
There's me, Professor Elemental, and Mr. B the Gentleman Rhymer.
Me when you've got your own.
There's bloody two of them.
There's bloody two of them.
Copy paste, my dear. Copy paste.
Franchising.
Oh yes.
Franchising.
Franchising is this is a ringer.
So yeah, if you guys want to, you can go to Professor Very Mental on Facebook.
How are you all doing?
Also, that was in a place called Llandrindod Wells, and I was the only one who could pronounce it on stage because both of them are English. It was amazing. But yeah, like I said, that is a part of my cosplaying life, cosplaying career, if you will. That I've done. There's a bunch of videos of me performing solo because Paul and I had an agreement where he would get a percentage, I would get a percentage. I would do gigs for him that he couldn't do, the smaller ones. He always does all the big ones. I also did Nerdvana because I was one of the organizers for Nerdvana, the actual Comic-Con we did in Carmarthen years ago. We did 3 of them. I did a performance there and got some friends up to do My Lovely Horse before I got the head masks and stuff. But also, not only that, I also did... This is the one I was telling you guys about. We did Fighting Trousers together. So we do this together. But right at the very end... Oh, let me just... There we go, here you go.
I admire this man for what he does and what he's like helping me and telling me, yes, go for it, do it. It's fantastic, great. What I'd like to do is I've seen your pith helmet's seen some better days. Yes, it's seen some better days, I'd say. Well, Prof, what I'd like to do, that's bad, is give you my pith helmet.
So I gave him the pith helmet.
Really don't want this one.
And he said, you really don't want this one. He said, it's full of nits. But he's very
I'd
nice.
rather decontaminated. Before you don't put it on your head. Oh god, too late. It's fine. Perfect fit, sir. Perfect fit. Ladies and gentlemen, one last time, please, Professor Barry Mantle.
So yeah, that was something that not many people know. Well, a lot of people do know, but it's something I've not done. Well, passing of the torch, yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah, it was a part of my life. It's a part of my life. Sadly. Look, I can't say sadly, it's hard to put into words, okay? I think it's really cool. It's a part of my life. I fucking love it. I thought it was absolutely amazing. We need an impromptu Fighting Trousers. I just was like posting the thing. I'm not going to do Fighting Trousers. It's difficult to talk about because top 10 sad anime moments. It's hard to talk about because I would have loved to have continued doing it. It would have been amazing. In the end, though, I felt like it's somebody else's work. He's brought himself up. He's the one who started from doing hip-hop stuff. He writes all of it. His Tom Caruana does a lot of the music videos. There's a lot of people who work for him, a lot of that cool stuff. He is his own character. I did Professor Very Mental. I did it for a while, and yeah, though I did gigs that he couldn't do. Every time someone would contact him saying, "Oh, I need to do this, whatever, we would like you here," he goes, "I can't do it. I'm doing this gig, but I have a guy," and he would give me the gig, and I would go up, and I'd get paid to do it. And it worked out really well for a while. I loved it. It was a lot of fun. But things started kicking off with Iron Warrior Cosplay. Like, things started getting bigger and better, and I was getting asked to do way more events, which means a lot of my weekends were diminishing, and I couldn't do Professor Very Mental as much as I'd like to. I keep the page. The page will forever be there. All the videos and all the memories will forever be there. I've spoken about him on my cosplay page, never on stream. Professor Very Mental, but Professor Very Mental even did die when the suit got stolen, which sucked. I tried my best to put the suit back together, couldn't find a suit. It's hard to find jackets that fit me. I'd have to get one custom made, and they're quite expensive to get custom made. Nothing too flashy, just a khaki uniform. I just wanted a khaki suit, you know. Paul right now, Professor Elemental, he's got loads of amazing designs and loads of amazing suits and stuff. But no, I as much as I love him, I genuinely love him. They're fond memories. They really are. I love Paul to bits. Me and him stay in contact together when I go to events and he's there. We always meet up. And when I heard he was going to be at Swansea, and I messaged him, he was saying, "Hey, you know, you got to get your pith helmet on. We'll do fighting trousers." And I was just, I got a bit emotional. I did get a bit emotional. I'm not going to lie and say I didn't. I got a bit emotional. Of course I did, because it's Paul, and Paul and I are really good friends, and you know he sort of built me up. He sort of told me, you know, do this. Forget what other people think about. Like, don't worry what other people say. Because when I did Professor Verimental, believe it or not, I got some grief for it back and forward. Two events that I did, that Paul was at, and Paul and I had agreed I'd go up on stage and do fighting trousers with him. It's Paul's act, so he can do what he wants when he wants, right? Some of the organisers of the event weren't happy. They weren't paying me. I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't doing anything bad. I just went on and did one song with him, and it was horrible. Oh, sorry. The Cheese Herald. I am 6'2". I'm 6'2" tall, and in the Space Marine, I'm 7'4" in the Space Marine. Yeah, so it's the way it is. It's the way it goes, you know. Organisers can be quite shit sometimes. Events can be quite shit sometimes. So I don't do them anymore. But like I said, when the suit got stolen, it kind of got a bit shit for me because I was a bit gutted, a bit upset. It kind of happened, but I missed two quite decent gigs because of the lack of a suit. But then after that, it was like, there you go, done. 6'2", God, I can look at you and I compare bits. Yes, I'd love that. Yeah, it does suck, but I'm gonna put on my Super Mario suit, go to Swansea, get the pith helmet, find a pipe, get a pipe, and go on stage and do fighting trousers with Paul again. I still know all the songs, by the way. Like, you know, Cup of Brown Joy. Right at the end of Cup of Brown Joy, there's a really quick, like, long bit, and I'll just. Sorry, my phone's done charging. There's a bit at the end of Cup of Brown Joy that goes, keep your sodding coffee in a proper cup of coffee pot and spot me lobbing teapots at your poncy rotten coffee shop. You coffee clots nodding off, lost the plot sodding off, need some caffeine tannin and a Battenberg to top it off. Cup from off a different cloth, a different lot can take the bill on 80 cups a day. I haven't slept for 80 years. You can say I'm mad for tea or just say I'm mad, really. All the more Battenberg for me, you know. So yeah, there's a really quick bit at the end of Cup of Brown Joy, which is that, and I always enjoy doing that bit. But yeah, I knew a bunch of his songs. Didn't know all of them, but I knew a bunch of his songs. I had a set list of, I think, 11 songs, and I did 6 or 8 a few different places. It all depends on what they wanted. Some people wanted like half-hour gigs. Some people wanted a full hour, and that was always difficult. So yeah, you know, it was good. But I've played to crowds, like actual crowds, like at the what was it called? The Acoustic Music Festival of Great Britain. I did a gig there to like a full tent, like, you know, like a circus tent. Not the massive, colossal circus tents, but like, you know, those circus tents they put up in fields to have gigs in, and you do gigs and there's crowds outside and inside of it. A full one of them. I did a gig to a full crowd of one of them, loads of drunk people shouting back and forth, doing the call and response stuff. It was one of the most amazing gigs I've ever done that didn't have Paul there. But then I've done gigs to like a room of 4 people, and it's been like, doing a gig to a crowd, like a massive audience of people, is great. Doing a gig to a small room of people, good fucking God, it is the hardest fucking thing. It's fucking difficult. It is difficult. Trust me, it is difficult. It is not fun. Right, let's see what's happening with this chat box. My chat box is being a bit crap. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? So my chat box is freaking out for some reason. I don't know why. So I'm trying to get it to behave. What is happening? I don't know. Do you know what? I'm just gonna leave it for now. I don't know what is happening. So I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna lock it. It's fine there. It's just cutting stuff off. So better than Eminem. Fucking hardly. Seems my non-spheric connections is riddled with scrap code and data gremlins connection keeps cutting out. I'll be off late. Technosets. Have a good night. Modhale, thank you so much. I'm really sorry that your connection's really crap. I do apologize for that. Sorry. Have a good night. Have a great time watching. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Zeta Omega was second. Modhale was the third. No one's had first yet, I don't think. Oh, actually, yeah, Rambo's had third, first even. Just a little scuffle. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I just don't know why it's fucking up, but it's the way it is. Sorry. But
A new Iron Warrior has joined our legion.
Warmaster Forge. Also, the frickin' alert has moved now. Why? Wow. Warmasters Forge. What a name. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Look on the bright side. Doing that before would have... Yeah, true. Would have set the PC on fire. True. That's so awesome. Another of my mates. Korax, no way. Is that another one of your friends? Awesome. Zeta Omega, evening. Zeta Omega, how are you doing? Right, anyway, tangent over. Professor Very Mental is a thing. Go check out the page. Go like some of the videos. Watch some of my old stuff. It's really awesome. It'll keep the page going. Really awesome. Blame Ranger of Krieg, he's not here. No, it's fine. It's just, I think it's something to do with OBS. My chat box has never been great. I need to figure out a better way of doing the chat box, because the chat box is like 3 layers altogether, and I need to modify it so it's just one. But anyway, back to the heavy bolter. Back to the heavy bolter. Let's get this out of the way. Okay. So. Back to it, ladies and gentlemen. So, back to it. Zeta Omega, need to praise the machine spirit. Praise the machine spirit. Praise the machine spirit that is my heavy bolter. It sounds like an insult, but it isn't. Could praise my machine spirit. Oh, now it sounds filthy, actually. It doesn't work. So like I said, this side of the bolter has nothing really on it. So, you know. Pastel Queer hand thing. I don't see... Wait, is he here? I don't see... Galactic Elephant? Is Galactic Elephant here? Oh, to the machine spirit. Right. I was so confused. So like I said with this bit, I'm going to try and just not do too much with this top piece. I'm going to do this back bit, but the rest of it I'm going to... No, the machine spirit. Yeah, I guessed it in the end. I was so confused. I thought I was missing something. Just realised my microphone's a bit far away. There we go. But seriously, welcome, Warmasters Forge. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. If you're in the chat, say hi. Mods! Exclamation mark Forge! Exclamation mark Games, if you will. Spread them out a little bit. Do one and then do the other after like a minute or so. So that they're spread out so we don't just fill the chat. This brush gets so fucking mangled. And then I just, you know, I go and wash it and then it's like, oh, it's like a nice new brush again. I tell you what, Thompson's Tenure Roof Sealer is just something else. It's just something else. Praise the roof seal. Yeah, absolutely fucking praise the roof seal. Use the emotes if you got it. Praise the roof seal. Also, could you put... Hold on. Could you put exclamation mark rogue in chat as well, please? One of my moderators, if you could put exclamation mark rogue in chat. If you guys like the music, please check out Rogue Hobbies. She's amazing. Louise Sugden is incredible. We'll be at Warhammer Fest. I can't fucking wait. It's gonna be awesome. Hey, Warmaster Forge. Hi, lurking while gaming. That's not... but have you on the spare monitor? Dude, I really appreciate that. That's so fucking awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Wondering if we'll get raided tonight. R-O-U-G-E. Who put R-O-U-G-E? Oh, Zugdid. Oh, don't worry. I can't spell rogue either. It took me a while. I have to check it occasionally. Being a Welsh speaker and having to learn English has been difficult enough. Is she allowed in Warhammer Fest if she's gone rogue? Ha 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 ha! Funny. No, she's absolutely allowed. They're not like the Games Workshop. Don't get me wrong. Games Workshop are a little bit funny, but they're not that funny. They're okay. They're good people, really. It's just the company isn't run that great. There's a lot of stuff I would change with GW if I ran GW, but they gotta do what they gotta do to survive, I guess. Holy shit, this is going a lot quicker than I thought. I'm really fucking chuffed at this. Now you can probably see that the texture is actually showing up on stream. How fucking cool is that? It's so textured. I'm literally just fucking up. The heavy bolter is gonna be so fucking cool. I know, my mate's a former manager. Ah, fair. Yeah. Former manager. Nice. Now, this is where I just need to pick up some of the roof seal that I've put on because I put too much on. So what I do now is I re-add the texture in. God, I love roof sealer. Seriously, if I ever got a fucking like shout out from Thompson St. Roof Sealer or fucking anything like that, I tried to find them on Twitter the other day, wondering if they were on Twitter, but they're not. Because I was gonna at them with a picture of me with Thompson St. Roof Sealer, being like, "Fuck yeah, Thompson St. Roof Sealer, cosplay fucking stuff. It's awesome." Well, now this is where I go back and I find all the little bits I've missed by turning the gun multiple directions. So you guys won't really see much of this because I'm just holding it by the handle, so you guys need to just wait a little bit while I just do this so I can fix some stuff. Ranger of Krieg's excited to hold the bolter. Whether he'll be excited to hold this one, I don't know, but he really wants to hold the bolter. He was telling me the other night, he was like, I really want to hold the bolter. I was like, yeah, you can. Now then, this is an interesting part. I'm going to put this on my knee. I'm going to paint the inside of the box, which is crazy. I wasn't gonna, but I might as well do. Got to make sure I keep the frickin' thing away from it, so you know. Munchie. Oh, Munchie, did you post a link? I posted an email. Yeah, Munchie, I've already done that. And I've had a few other people do it for me as well. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because it's got .co.uk. I don't know, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah, a few of my friends have done that as well. They've actually emailed that, being like, so you know, Iron Warrior Cosplay like uses your stuff to like do cosplay and whatever. You should give them a shout out, and they have never gotten back to them. They never got back to me either. I did it for shits and giggles. I thought it'd be kind of funny, but yeah, sadly, no response. But it's cool. But yeah, my Moobot is very good. I do like Moobot. Moobot catches everything. Sorry about that, Munchie. But yeah, seriously, I really appreciate you going and find that, though. I really appreciate that you went to find that. Moobot is a knob. Moobot makes sure that I don't get like random pornographic links shared in my stream. It's very handy. Right then. Okay. I think, and I'm saying this quite slowly because I'm worried I might have missed something. Haha, I did miss something. I was going to say I'm almost done, but I'm not. This one, by the way, will not be getting a trigger. There will be no trigger on this because I just have to have a handle to hold. So I'm going to make sure this doesn't have a trigger because there's just no point having a trigger on this. It's so big. People aren't going to be looking for a trigger. They're going to be looking for a frickin'... They're going to be looking for a location to fucking take a picture because there'll be so much detail. I can't wait. Righty-ho, chaps and chapettes and all that jazz. I am back. I have killed a big fucking dragon chicken. The raid is done. I'm glad. Welcome, Chris. How you doing? Thank you so much for the resub. Damn you, you inspired me to make an AdMech cosplay. Do you know how much of a financial trouble you're going to get me into? Yes, I do. Because I also cosplay. It's a financial burden. So, we're going to hide chat. We're going to hide the dono. I'm going to move the microphone. I'm going to show you the bolter. There you go, chat. All sealed up, ready to rock and roll. Can't wait to use this at Warhammer Fest. So, this is going to need 24 hours to dry. Now, before, I wasn't going to do that. I was too terrified to. So I was going to just blast a heat gun all over it and try and get it to dry as absolutely quick as possible. Luckily for me now, because of the stream tonight, I was able to roof seal this. Tomorrow, I'm going to roof seal the handle and stuff. Easy. I'm going to make sure it's nice and thin. I'm going to use the heat gun. That'll dry super quickly. This will dry super quickly. They'll dry super quickly. Normally, I give them 24 hours. This top PC I've left bare foam. Both sides of this because I'm going to add detail to here. But before I do, see these? I've got nuts here. See these two nuts? If Ranger of Krieg here, he'd be fucking clipping this. But you see these two? I'm going to be undoing these and putting Loctite 603. It's a thread locking compound onto them and then tightening them back down. They shouldn't come off ever again. So that should be fine. Like I said, the only thing I'm going to be doing is when the magazine goes onto this for the belt, it'll just be two nuts that go onto it. I'm hoping they're going to be ones with either locking washers I'll do, or even better yet, they're going to be what are they? Lock nuts, like the thread, you know, the ones with the plastic inside them. I keep forgetting what they're fucking called. Nylock ones. So yeah, hold it in an action pose. Just hold on, I'll come down a bit. I'll come back a bit. And I'll just be like, yeah. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited with this. This is gonna be fucking awesome. It weighs nothing. It's super lightweight. I'm just hoping my system here holds everything together. So support. I love you guys. You guys are great. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go. Be right back, super quick. I'm gonna go wash my brush on my roller. I'm gonna put the heavy bolter somewhere so that it doesn't do any damage to the floor or anything. And then I will be back for the end of stream. So bear with me. We're gonna go. Be right back. So what I'll do. Solo cam, and we'll go, and we'll be right back. Hello everyone, we are back. The brush and the roller are clean. Don't know why they started playing, but yeah, there you go. Ah, there we go. Right, hold on. Pop this off. Just hang that on there. So yeah, who's taking a wee perhaps? I did not know. I went to wash the Thompson Stanley roof seal, but I forgot. I absolutely forgot that we have no water in the workshop currently. The water has been shut off in the workshop because we had a really bad leak from one of the pipes, one of the flexies that we've got. So we've had to shut off the water for a bit until we can get another flexi. It was meant to be sorted yesterday, but it didn't. Munchie, dude, seriously, I hope your hand feels better. Seriously, I really hope you feel better soon. Have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for coming, dude. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. You guys are absolutely awesome for being here. Just popping along to stream is just, it genuinely means a lot to me. Because that way, at least, you've popped in and said hi. It's just kind of nice. It's nice to have somebody to pop in and say hi. So, let's go like that. Like that. Get rid of these papers. I reuse these papers so often, they are going to get to the point where they're going to be completely unusable at some point. So, leave those there to dry. Back to stream. Oops, there we go. Right, so I got my mouse back. There we go. Right, chat. So we're back. I want to say a huge thank you, by the way, to my moderators for being here. Also, I genuinely didn't think that Zug was going to be here tonight because I thought Zug would be busy. So I want to say a massive thanks to my moderators. If you guys haven't already, please go check out my moderators. They're fucking awesome. That's Ranger of Krieg, Nate the Chill Valhallen, Zuggerug Cosplay, and Opossum Cosplay. Can I ask for the pattern for the Heavy Bolter and the Iron Warrior and the Iron Within Bolter? Do you know what, Chris? You've asked for a lot of patterns on this stream, and I don't think you and I have ever DM'd after stream. I don't think you and I have ever DM'd after stream. I don't think we've ever DM'd after stream. You need to. My stream finishes quite late. It's not going to finish too late tonight because I have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow. I.e., get everything ready for Warhammer Fest. So, yeah, you need photos of the Space Marine pants. Exactly. So, I'm going to be in the workshop for a little bit after stream. The bolter is there. I've got a few little other bits I need to do. I need to pack away the stream and stuff. I will keep Discord open. You need to now get on Discord. Message me on Discord now. Right? Then after stream, literally as soon as when stream's finished, message me on Discord right now. After the stream, I'll click on Discord and I will call you. I'll video call you. I'll leave the setup like this. You'll see everything like this. And I will do everything. I've got the trousers right next to me, so I will do pictures and stuff for you. Then, in terms of patterns, we need to look for patterns and stuff. In terms of the Heavy Bolter, I do not have a pattern for that. That was not laser cut. There is no pattern for that. In terms of the bolter, there is pattern. You've just messaged me. Good. In terms of the bolter, there is, but it's a laser pattern. Laser etch, laser software. That's the problem. I don't do paper patterns. I used to when I built the Iron Warrior and I did a bunch of other stuff, but now I make my own patterns and I use lasers. Also, remember to check the file share in the Discord. File share in the Discord? Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. Where are we? Where are we? Wait, hold on. I'm so confused. Self-promo. Zug has asked me... Is it Zug who's asked me? Also remember to check the file share on the Discord. Under the file sharing tab. File sharing, yeah. I've had nothing come up. I'm confused. Confusion is happening. file sharing in the Discord. I shall check later under the sharing tab. I'm on the thing. And that's what's weird is I'm on it, but I can't find it. As in, I can see it. It's there, but weird. Oh, there we are. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, Zug. Thanks for the app. The app works. Yes, also, there should be some stuff in there as well, actually. Yeah, good shout. Chris, also, if you go to the file sharing section on Discord, go there. There's also stuff there if you want to have a look there as well. You just put, that's quite funny. I will jump on Discord with you after the stream. There's only going to be a little bit of stream left before I have to get everything packed away and get everything ready, so we'll do that. Would you like a cheese fact? Why not put the cheese fact in? Roger. Yeah, you need a lot of stuff. I need photos of this, I need photos of that, I need the pattern of this, pattern that. Cheese fact, view, I don't know how to say that, is the smelliest cheese in the world. That word, that name of that cheese is the smelliest cheese in the world. I don't even know how to pronounce that, but it must be French. Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. I genuinely really appreciate it. Weird that we went on a Professor very mental tangent. I might have to do that sometime on stream. We'll have to talk about the rise and fall of Professor very mental. No, I'm joking, it's not that bad. But yes. Oh, right, check that out. Zug has uploaded a heavy bolter pattern in paper to the Discord. So if you want to go have a look at that, and the backpack for it as well. But I tell you what, I'm not going to do the backpack for mine. Fuck, I'm gonna do a proper Mark backpack for my suit, Mark 3, Mark 4, something like that, for my Iron Warrior, and then the backpack I've currently got is gonna become my backpack, Warpsmith backpack. So I'm not gonna do a heavy bolter one at all, just to have the heavy bolter. So fuck that. Mark 3, that's the one. Mark 3. I keep forgetting Mark 3 or 4. Mark 3. Normally when I'm not streaming and not doing other stuff, I remember these things, but when it comes to streaming, I forget sometimes. But genuinely, thank you so much for everyone who's been here. Thank you for all the subs, by the way. The subs that came in, I really, really appreciate that. I actually need to get one of my docs up here. Twitch activity feed is there, so that's good. Twitch stats is fine. Chat is there, and scene transition is there, so I'll do that. But honestly, you guys have been nothing but incredibly supportive. And also, by the way, we're on 707 followers. We're getting there. It is just going up and up and up and up. I also want to thank both of my affiliates tonight. That is the Colorforge and Composite Games. Thank you so much for the support, guys. Composite Games also was in the chat earlier. Oh crap, that has gone. What's gone? So confused. My files from Obscurus. Oh, no way, really? Obscurus Crusade is kind of an odd one as well. So is Imperium of Man on Facebook is also a weird one. It's also a very weird one. Do you have any tips for starting with cosplay and what to get and where to get it? EVA foam is the best material in terms of making a cosplay if you're making like an Imperial Guard or something. You want to make the armor and stuff. EVA foam can be gotten pretty much anywhere. Online, I get mine at Halfords. Obviously, you guys probably don't have Halfords, but I get mine either online or from a cosplay shop. You can even go to a cosplay shop online, type in like cosplay foam. There's loads of places who do it. They'll ship to you. I'm trying to think of another one. I'm not sure. There's a few places, but if you get foam from there, you can either use one of two glues. Well, one of three, but Corax and I have a fun back and forth about this. You can either use contact cement, which is what I use for pretty much everything now. Contact cement. I used to get mine. I don't know how this is going to work anymore because of their shipping, because of fucking Brexit. I don't know what's going to happen because they haven't got UK on their website anymore. But I used to go to cosplayshop.be. They're a Belgian company and they do cosplay stuff. Their contact cement is the best contact cement I've ever used. Their contact cement isn't expensive, but shipping it to the UK is. Or you could use hot glue. I used hot glue for the entire Iron Warrior. The Iron Warrior is held together with majority hot glue. Is it expensive? The glue? No, glue's not expensive. Shipping it might be. Mine's a little bit expensive to ship because I have to ship mine to the UK. But what I have to do instead now is ship it, get a friend of mine to buy it, and then get him to ship it to his address that he can ship it to, and then he ships it to me. I'm not doing that anymore. It's too expensive. Hot glue. Hot glue is dirt cheap. Glue guns are dirt cheap. Hot glue sticks are dirt cheap. If you want to start off doing cosplay and you don't want to jump to contact cement immediately, just use hot glue. I did. It's a good starting point. A decent craft knife. Let me just show you. I don't know whether mine's still in my workshop jacket. No, it isn't. Here it is. A decent craft knife. Not only a craft knife, but a scalpel as well. Scalpels for precision cutting. Scalpels definitely are a win. So scalpels and craft knives, that kind of thing. Wow, Zug has just uploaded all the files to the file sharing, so that's fucking awesome. Zug, you're an absolute legend. These blades are super cheap to replace as well, super easy to replace. You know? So that's good. You always have a craft knife. Brilliant. If you have a big one for like 10mm foam and for like big cutting bits or whatever, and this for like 5mm or detail cutting, like two little, you know, so 2 knives, a Sharpie if you want, or a pen. I tend to use a pen now rather than a Sharpie. A friend of mine uses a pencil, and I don't like that because it marks the foam too much. My pen is in my apron that I've just taken off, but like a biro, like just so you can mark the foam. You get much better lines that way, and you can follow it better with your knife. With Sharpie, you have the thickness of it, so you're not sure what side of the line to cut or whether you cut in the middle. So there's that as well. Get a heat gun. Heat guns are really cheap as well. I got mine for next to nothing, and that thing is still going, even though I've repaired it twice. But heat gun is used to fold the foam. Get a dust mask so that you can protect yourself from the Dremel dust if you have a Dremel, or if you're sanding foam, make sure you wear a dust mask, and get a decent respirator. If rotary tools, rotary tools, a Dremel, that's a rotary tool. When you're using a heat gun with foam, they release toxins, so make sure you get a decent respirator, because or do it outside. Either do it outside or in a very well ventilated area, but I still would suggest wearing a respirator of sorts. The respirator will help you seal the foam before you seal it with whatever you're sealing it with. When I say whatever you're sealing it with, that's the problem is either you can seal it with Thompson Stainless Roof Sealer. What Thompson Stainless Roof Sealer is, right? It's for flat roofs. It actually has pictures of flat roofs on it, okay? It's like a shed roof, see? And what it does is it goes on like a very thick rubber paint, and then when it dries, it turns to rubber, so water just runs off it. That's why I use it to seal foam, because it's a rubber-based paint. The reason I don't use things like Plastidip is because the amount I would need and the cost is just too expensive. What is the heat gun used for? So heat gun, for example, if you had a piece of foam, let me just get you a piece of foam. Say you had a piece of flat foam, and you were making something that you needed to curve it. If I do that, see, it goes back, it springs back. If I was to heat this and warm it up with a heat gun, it gets soft. You could then, for example, get something like this, and you could just wrap it around it like that and hold it and wait for it to cool down, and it will pretty much stay that shape. Not perfectly perfectly stay like that. You can bend it back if you wanted to, but it'll want to stay in that shape more than if you didn't heat it up. And then when you want to, for example, if you're using this, if this is a piece of foam and you want to glue this around it, it makes it easier to glue it around it so you can add stuff onto it. Now, another thing you can do with a heat gun is to seal the foam. So this foam is quite grey right now. If I was to heat gun it just a little bit, you don't need to hold the heat gun there, it'll melt it otherwise. You heat it with a heat gun, it'll go slightly darker, because what happens is the cells in the foam, all the cells that are open, will all melt shut. And when you melt those shut, when you spray it with Plastidip or paint it with roof sealer or whatever you use to seal it, that doesn't absorb into the foam at all then. It just seals the surface of the foam. Then you can paint it with anything you want. Spray paints, acrylics, airbrush, whatever you want. You can paint it with pretty much anything. Yes, a knife sharpener works really good. Like £9 on Amazon. Exactly, Casual Props. That's awesome. Also, Casual Props. Hello, how you doing? If you want to get a fancy Japanese or King brand whetstone, you could do that. I don't do that kind of thing. My blades, they last quite a while. I've just got a kitchen knife sharpener. I just run it a few times on it. It works really well. But yeah, that's that awesome. Welcome, Casual Props. Really awesome for you to be here. I've just finished painting the roof sealer onto the heavy bolter, ready for Warhammer Fest to this weekend. That'll be, what is it today? Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Yeah, it's stream day today, so it's Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday today. Thursday I'm going up, but I'm heading off. Ooh, that's this weekend. Yes, that's this weekend. Yeah, Warhammer Fest is this weekend, and I'm so excited. I'm genuinely over the moon. I cannot fucking wait. So, yeah, that's where you can use hot glue. If you want to use hot glue as a starting point, super easy to use hot glue. You just put the hot glue over whatever you're sticking to and stick it together. You're done. With contact cement, you put a very thin amount of the contact cement on one piece, a very thin amount of the contact cement on the other. Wait for them both to dry a bit and they become tacky, then you stick them together. It's my birthday on Thursday and I'm sick right now. Oh, dude, seriously, I hope it's not COVID. I hope you're okay. 2 of my girlfriend's staff members have contracted COVID recently, and it's like, because COVID's still around. But yeah, and with hot glue as well, by the way, I cast stuff with them, like my purity seals. Well, not my purity seals, but my Iron Warrior seals, my iron seals, I call them. But yeah, also, happy birthday for Thursday. Well, I'll let you know Thursday. I'll say happy birthday on Thursday. Go to the office said collaboration is fun. They said, oh fuck, I really hope it's not COVID, dude. I'll see you at some point then, eh? Yeah, dude. I really hope to see you at some point. I really do, because you guys have been awesome, especially what you did for me for the Comic-Con, and I know I couldn't go, but still. Thank you, Zug. Seriously, I can't believe you've uploaded all those files to the file share. That's fucking awesome of you, dude. That is actually awesome. And they're all PDO files as well, so that's even better. And they're all A4s and stuff. So, dude, seriously, thank you so much for that. That's so fucking awesome of you. If you guys haven't, check out the Discord. Go to the file sharing portion of the Discord, because Zug has just annihilated the Discord with the file sharing. I think that's fucking awesome. I'm going to move it up. I've moved it up just above COSPLAY. So it's further up now. Was that not the point of it a bit? And if you want to cut a long piece of foam at an angle, how would you go about doing that? Power Sword Mind. If you're going to cut something at an angle, you can buy tools to do so, but you can literally, I'm not even kidding, you just hold the knife at an angle. But if you're doing a sword, if you're doing like a wide sword, that's where some difficulty comes into it. I personally use a belt sander, and I'll angle the belt sander and I'll run it along the belt sander, so I get that angle. Like on the Executioner sword I use a belt sander. I also have a bandsaw that I use as well. The bandsaw works really well. So yeah, when it comes to doing bigger things like that, especially Space Marine scale stuff, if you're doing like a human scale power sword, I think you could get away with it. You could use a Dremel, but it depends. You know, if it's like a normal sword, you could absolutely, like what Casual Prop said, you could cut it with a knife first, like nice and rough, just as long as you get the angles you want, and then use the Dremel to buff it out. So it's not too bad. I didn't up the files I've mentioned, as I tried to measure them for 8 feet scale. That's fair enough, dude. That's not a problem. If you want to upload those and put that, just make sure you put a big like warning thing above it being like scaled for 8 feet. But yeah, that's how you pretty much do it. But if you do want to get into the cosplay scene, go to YouTube and type in like cosplay basics or cosplay 101. There's loads of places that have videos and tutorials of how to get started in the cosplay community. So easy. SKS Props has some really good videos, but his are more for his patterns. If you want to just know how to do it, if you just type in like cosplay basics or like that kind of thing, there'll be loads of videos and stuff that come up on YouTube. Let me just gonna pop these off super quick, because I need to just mess my hair up a little bit, because it has been hurting the top of my head wearing the headphones, because I'm not wearing my hat. But yes, do you just or just like me, just go to a con and get inspired? Yeah, or you could go to a con and get inspired. That's always good. Chris built his Space Marine. He also built an Iron Warrior because he's a legend. Because Iron Warriors are the best. And also Kamui Cosplay. Yeah, Kamui Cosplay. Yeah, I watched all of Kamui Cosplay stuff, but I've not used any of her patterns or anything. I have her electronics book, which I've read but not used anything from yet. But I have got 2 of her patterns. I've got her skull patterns and her hat patterns. You know, all the hat. I think she did hats, or was that somebody else? I have a set of hat patterns and stuff, but I have loads of Pepakura files from loads of different sources and websites and stuff. No Warhammer cons in my country, sadly. No, but if there are Comic Cons there, you could still go dressed as a Space Marine. You don't have to go to a specific Warhammer con. I don't. I go to every Comic Con and I just dress up as a Space Marine. I went to an anime convention dressed in my Space Marine. Now that was something else. Just all these anime people go around being like kawaii and all this and doing all the cutesy stuff, and it's just me stomping around in my Space Marine. Oh, it's so fucking funny. It's so funny. It's just the dumbest thing, and it's so funny. Blades dull quickly. Like a single cut can kill your blades. Yeah, always get like a sharpener or something. Don't keep just replacing the blade. There's no point. Always sharpen your blade. I've sharpened blades until they've just died. Because you can add more pressure and angle curve really hard. If you also have dull blades, if you do like casual process, if you press really hard, there's also a danger you could hurt yourself. You could slip and hurt yourself because you're having to put a lot of pressure on it. And when you have a sharp knife, trust me, when you get a brand new blade, you just go, and you're like, what the fuck? It's so much nicer. That's why I use a sharpener. Just sharpen it. Don't get the ones that you have to put on the side of the table and drag. They're fucking awful. Get like a chef's one. They're not expensive, and just, you know, look up a technique on how to sharpen it. And you don't have to use. Evil Ted has like a really small one. He just rubs his knife against it. Like he rubs it forward and backwards a little bit. And it works for him, and it works for SKS props. It's just, they're super easy. They're really, really easy. And like I said, blades don't have to be like accurately, precisely, perfectly sharpened. As long as they have an edge to them, they'll cut foam really nicely. It's really, really good. I love that. Follow me on Instagram for inspiration. But honestly, can I just say thank you so much for everyone for being here. I think this is about time. I think this is about the sort of point. This is the time we're ending the stream, because, like I said, this stream I was going to do some other stuff. I didn't really have a massive amount planned because I know I'm going away on the weekend, so I didn't want like too much. Originally I was going to laser cut one of my book covers and do another book. What I'm going to do instead now is the books I'm going to make maybe off stream. I'll maybe paint them all on stream one night. I'll try and get through them fairly quickly. But that means there'll be more books going up on my Etsy and stuff like that. But the most important one is my Deathcore of Krieg patterns will be happening. I'm going to be recording a video for that. That's going to be really cool. So you'll be able to get a set of Deathcore of Krieg shoulder pauldrons, and the pattern for that will be available along with a video tutorial. I am going to modify the pattern a little bit so that it's easier for people. But yeah, that's how I'm going to do it. It's going to be really awesome. Yeah, there'll be more on the Etsy store, and also we have an official count for the merch. I have spoken to my supplier today, and we are gearing up. It is going to be happening. I am genuinely really excited. So also look forward to May. Like I said in the announcement stream, there will be season 5 happening, and I'm going to be releasing the post very soon on getting guests in, because I only need a set of chairs now. I've got the table I found on Facebook Marketplace. I've got the table. It's like a bar table. It's a nice square one. It's really nice. I might replace the top of it because I would prefer a round one, so I might replace the top of it if I can find a nice bit of timber and I can cut it in a round. And then season 5, I'll get 2 bar stools, and they will be here. The stream will be different. The stream deck will be over with me on the table. I'm going to try and extend a cable to it if I can. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys. I'm genuinely over the fucking moon. In terms of numbers and actual dates, I don't have actual numbers for dates, but you're talking May, June, July, August. So May, I've got MCM, so there's nothing going to be happening there in terms of streaming, because And May is going to be one of my busiest months. I also have a bunch of other stuff on, like, in life in general. But June, July, August, just you wait. Check the Discord. You need to do this cosplay. Is it in shitposting? Oh, for fuck's sake. No, I'm not doing that cosplay. Jesus wept. Not doing that cosplay. Anyway, thank you so much for coming. We are going to go and raid. It is raid time. It is raid time once again. Now, I have been going online trying to find more people to follow, more things like that. Sorry, I'm getting some... Sorry, I'm getting some messages stuff. There we go. Right, anyway. So, we have... Yeah, you know what? There's not many in terms of streamers that I watch online right now, and there's not really anything, like... There's no one online that I'm watching currently, which is a bit of a shame because I do like to raid somebody. Does anyone... don't worry about the guide the raid for this one because I'm looking for somebody to raid. So I'm asking you. So don't worry about using the guide the raid if you don't have the points. Never mind. Chris has already done guide the raid. Never mind. Hey, next time the Cheese Herald. Next time. Chris has the Law Runner. The Law Runner. The Law Runner is currently live. Who is the Law Runner? Sorry about that, Cheese Herald. It just came out of nowhere. It just came out of nowhere, man. Right, anyway. Move forward into a more prime position. There we go. So, I just can't wait for the frickin' adverts to finish. God bloody adverts. What I'm going to do, I'm going to thank my moderators one more time. If you guys haven't already, please check out my moderators. They are absolutely awesome. I love them to bits. They are so fucking cool. I'm going to have a quick look at this stream. What are we doing? Looks pretty cool, playing classic Mega Man. All right, why not? We're going to go and raid the Law Runner. So, pause that. So we're going to go raid channel. The Law Runner. L-O-R-E. There we go. So we are going to go raid the Law Runner. Clearly one of Chris's friends, because the Law Runner all in capitals, and he spent 8,000 of his iron coins to do so. So thank you so much for being here. There are 11 of you. I really hope that you guys had a wonderful time. I really wanted to get the Heavy Bolter sealed. That's now going to go up to the house and dry for the night. Tomorrow is going to be a full session of just spraying it down and painting it. Sadly, yes, I will not be able to paint it on stream. I did think about streaming tomorrow night and painting it, but I'd rather just use the day to just paint the Heavy Bolter and get it done. It's going to be a very quick and dirty job, unfortunately. But, like I said, once it's done, I will be doing some more airbrushing and some details and stuff on it afterwards, so I'll probably do that on stream. But there are going to be loads of cosplays, loads of photos, loads of everything. Let me just turn my heater off. There's going to be loads of cosplay photos, loads of people, loads of awesomeness. We're going to do an entire stream of me and Ranger of Krieg on stream, on Discord, chatting about Warhammer Fest. It's going to be happening. It's going to be awesome. I'm really excited for it. So, if you guys will do me a favor and join me going to see The Law Runner. Thanks so much, Chris, for the suggestion. I really think it's awesome. Make sure you tell him, if you're not a friend of his, but you do like him, make sure you tell him that you brought us here. Thanks so much. If you copy and paste what the Pastel Queer has put in chat, if you aren't subscribed, please just shout Iron Within, Iron Without, or Raid. That would be awesome. We are going to head off now. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for supporting Iron Warrior Cosplay. Thank you to my amazing affiliates and my amazing moderators. You guys are absolutely fantastic. We are raiding with 10 people. That's awesome. So, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. I shall see you after Warhammer Fest. There'll be loads of pictures and videos going up. Keep an eye on my Instagram, my Facebook. And I shall see you all again soon. Thank you for being here. Chris, stay on Discord. Thank you so much. Bye for now.